Hey, what's going on? My name's Jose Mangin from Sirius XM, and you are tuned into the Straus Project. Come on now.
You guys ready?
Nice 2-camera shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Good shit.
I'll get your good, sir.
Please, they're all good. Look at this guy. He's dashing. Look at this. Seriously. All right, ready?
Yep.
It's Jose Mangin of Sirius XM. He is the host of Chicago Open Air. What is up, man?
Dude, what's up? Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
He's stopped by the Straus Project to tell us his favorite bands that he's here to see this weekend.
Well, you know what? This is the second annual Chicago Open Air Fest, and there are, like last year, so many great bands. And the reason I love this festival the most is because it is the heaviest one. And when Danny and Gary and Clay started it last year, they called me up and they were like, dude, we have a festival and your name's all over it and we want you to be the face and the voice of it. And I was like, dude, well, who's playing? And then they told me last year, I was like, oh my God, yes, dude. And then this year when we want you back and here's the lineup, I was like, oh my God, so many amazing bands. I mean, this is the third day that we're filming this, but I mean, so far, I mean, Anthrax, Megadeth, Meshuggah, those are my favorites on Friday. Body Count and Korn yesterday.
Yeah.
And then today, I mean, King, Hell Yeah, Lamb of God, effing Slayer, Ozzy. I mean, those are big, huge bands in my life and in our lives. So it's just cool to be out here, dude.
It's so amazing that you get asked to do these things. I mean, you had to have loved all this music growing up. Talk a little bit about how you started and where you got to, how you got to where you are today.
Yeah, it started when I was in kindergarten. Shout with the Devil. I bought the tape day after Christmas, and I
wait a minute. I'm sorry. Mom, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Shout at the Devil.
Shout at the Devil. Oh, my parents thought I was a Satanist. I used to put Jose Pentagram Mangin on all my papers and stuff when I was a kid. I didn't know Pentagram was a demonic thing. You know, I later found out, which made it cooler.
Right.
But so yeah, it started when I was a kid, and I went to school to be a pharmacist. I'm a chemistry major. University of Arizona, and I went to grad school in Tennessee. I started college radio in Tucson. Small, tiny station, and then I went to Memphis, Tennessee for grad school for pharmacy, and I got a job at an FM rock station in Memphis, and then I started the first metal show there, and I won an award about a year into it in an album network, a trade magazine, best metal DJ and program director, and I got job offers, and I was a year into pharmacy school, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting job offers to work in the industry, but I still have 3 years of pharmacy school left to be a doctor. And then I came to the crossroads and I'm like, and I talked to my dad, and my dad was always school my whole life. And I talked to him and he was like, you got to do this. You got to pursue music. You've been into this music your whole life. You know, don't regret it. I regretted not being a lawyer, and he told me the story I never knew, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. And then I'm gonna do it, Dad, I'm gonna do it. And I moved to the ghetto in Jersey City, and I worked for a label, TBT, for a few months, and then I got a job at Sirius. They came and wanted me to build the rock department at Sirius.
Wow.
So it was, and that was before we went national. So I've been at Sirius XM for 17 years, in charge of the heavy metal and hard rock. So, you know, when people ask me, you know, how did you get to this position? And I know I'm so blessed. I know I'm very, very lucky. But it was a lot of work. And it's a lot of work. I mean, even with the schooling, pharmacy, chemistry, I mean, I had to excel in those classes in order to get to that position. So all that taught me so much on how to be successful in whatever I'm doing. And metal is just, dude, I love it so much. So much. Every day I serve the music and the community. My family is raised on it, and to be able to be an ambassador, to be a cheerleader for the music everywhere. My daughters are cheerleaders, so I'm not even with the pom-poms. Give me an M, give me an E. But I love it so much, dude. So I treat everything I do with so much passion that I think the world is paying me back with karma points. So that's the long story on how I got here.
It's amazing. You're so passionate about what you do. You just ooze this confidence, and everyone is they're just drawn to you magnetically. And
Thanks, dude.
I feel like you're really just such a great ambassador for the music scene. Okay, a couple more things. Who else have you not seen, or who else is coming up that maybe we should know about, or that you would like to go check out?
The cool thing is, I've pretty much seen almost every band that I play on the radio. I mean, part of the job is going to concerts, going to festivals. And so I've been really lucky to see everybody and interview pretty much all of my idols. But if the question is, like, who do I want to introduce people to? I mean, my boys are right behind you. They're King.
We just talked to them earlier.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
King are some of my best friends in the world, and musically and just as humans. So I love them with all my heart. 12 Foot Ninja, a band out of Australia.
Okay.
They're one of my absolute favorites. They're super unique. It's kind of like Stevie Wonder, Meshuggah, Faith No More, Incubus kind of stuff.
Okay.
So it's got like and some Latin parts to it, but they're Australian and they're dancing and then they're chuggy, breakdown parts. It's super cool stuff, man. So 12 Foot Ninja. I love Nails. They're a super heavy band.
Okay.
Code Orange on Friday. Dude, they were one of my favorite bands for the weekend.
Okay.
And that was a band I didn't see until this weekend. And I was so impressed with Code Orange.
See, so you guys support the live music scene. Even somebody like Jose is exposed to, things that he's never seen before.
This morning, a band from Boston called Averst. I talked to them yesterday inside the music experience tent, and they were like, Jose, you got to come by tomorrow. We play at noon. I'm like, I'll be there. And I came and I got here, and they were really good. Female fronted, but super excellent band. I'm gonna play them on the radio now. So.
See, and when you're the 9th most powerful person in metal, you have that kind of pull. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Let's just say the number one most important person in metal are the fans. The fans. I'm a piece of it, but it's not me. It's all of us. Like last night, introducing Korn. And just all day today, people are coming up and saying, Jose, thank you, Jose, what you do, and you're so awesome. And I'm like, dude, no, you're awesome. You're here. You paid the money to come here. You flew here. You came from Canada, from Ohio, from wherever, and you're here. So you're a badass. Thank you. If it wasn't for the fans, there wouldn't be any of this. So I really appreciate, I'm a fan, so I appreciate us.
I asked this question to Don Jamieson earlier. Who would you put on the heavy metal Mount Rushmore?
So it's 4, right?
4.
I mean, it's easy. Ozzy, Ronnie James Dio, Dimebag, and Lemmy.
There it is. And there's no wrong answer here, folks.
Yeah.
Walk up and say hey to Jose. He's always in a good mood, seriously.
That's cool.
Thank you so much
no
for
problem,
taking the time
man.
with us, man.
Cheers, guys. Yeah.